Okay, here's the first video in geometry on compound statements and conditional statements. So take a look at this first slide. You should have the PowerPoint notes for this. It's a little more practice on the last homework you had. Use the 4 statements below to write compound statements. The first statement says Troy is responsible about bringing snack to math class. Ava is Madam President. The R statement says Luke did not make a goal in the last soccer game. The S statement says Julia has short hair. So what I want you to do right now is pause the video, and you should have a copy of the PowerPoint notes. Do the conjunction and disjunction statements, determine the truth value. Pause the video. Then come back to check the video. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to put the answers up for the check. Okay. Pause the video and check your thing. And let's go on to the next thing. We are going to work on conditional statements a little bit deeper. A conditional statement is a statement that can be written in if-then format. There are 2 parts to a conditional statement. The hypothesis is the part that comes immediately after the word if. The conclusion is the part that comes immediately after the word then. Pause the video as you need. Let's look at examples of conditional statements to make this clearer. We're going to identify the hypothesis and the conclusion of the following statements, conditional statements. If you live in Orlando, then you live in Florida. Now I know this is a conditional statement because it's in that if-then format. The hypothesis is the first part after the if statement. So the hypothesis is you live in Orlando. The conclusion comes after the then. You live in Florida. Alright, look at the next one. Try to do it yourself. Pause the video now. The hypothesis in this one is 2 angles are supplementary. The conclusion is then the 2 angles add up to 180 degrees. Notice I don't write the if and then when I'm identifying the hypothesis and conclusion. Let's practice writing some conditional statements. You're going to write them into if-then format. The statement we're given is an acute angle has a measure less than 90 degrees. So, if an angle is acute, then it has a measure less than 90 degrees. The next statement is all numbers, it should say are divisible, all numbers divisible by 10 are also divisible by 5. If a number is divisible by 10, then it is divisible by 5. Statement 3, Christmas Day is in December. If it's Christmas